Bula, Malale, Talofa and Welcome to Season 5, Episode 86 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOsports.com, a wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a bright and sunny Thursday morning, 29 June 2023. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And we start with our world-famous tips for World Rugby Under-20 Championship Round 2 games today. Ireland to Jackaroo, Australia. France to googaloo, New Zealand. Wales to woolaroo, Japan. And tomorrow, South Africa to pizzaroo, Italy. Argentina to gingaloo, Georgia. And Fiji to fandangaloo, England. More on the Fiji team at the World Rugby Under-20 Championship in background buzz at the end of this podcast. In Rugby League, Embattled New South Wales Blues coach Brad Fittler is under huge pressure, having lost 5 of his past 6 games in charge and 3 of the past 4 series. The former champion player is staring down the barrel of the New South Wales Blues' first series whitewash in 13 years when they play the Queensland Maroons in their dead rubber Origin game on 12 July in Sydney. New South Wales Rugby League will make a decision on Fittler's future after Origin 3. Either Fittler will be sacked or, under a radical new proposal, they will appoint a coaching director to assist Fittler. The board are considering making that man former Dragons, Eels, Knights and Roosters coach Ryan Smith, according to 9 Wide World of Sports. Smith coached 679 first-grade games between 1984 and 2016, but hasn't coached in the NRL since the Roosters sacked him in 2012. The 69-year-old would play a mentoring role for Fittler, who appears to need some guidance in recent years with several left-field selections. Meanwhile, in Sydney's Downing Centre local court yesterday, Magistrate Jennifer Atkinson told Parramatta Eels star Dylan Brown, "I'm not going to set you up for failure. You need to learn from this," adding, you've got some work to do, as she sentenced him to an 18 months community corrections order. This after Brown pleaded guilty to 2 counts of touching a woman's breasts without her consent at the Golden Sheaf Hotel in Double Bay on 3rd June. The NRL star had written a letter of apology to the woman, saying he was deeply sorry for his actions. Brown, who was born in New Zealand, has played 95 games for the Eels since making his debut with the team in 2019, when he was just 18. In sports biz, Manchester United sold 2.4 million tickets during the 22-23 season, beating a club record set 6 years ago. The flow-on effect saw Man U post US $217 million in fiscal third quarter revenue, up by 11% from the same period a year ago. Adjusted earnings for the period ended 31 March nearly doubled to US $51 million, and their net loss narrowed by 79% to 80%, call it, to US $7.1 million. The club also raised its fiscal 2023 outlook to a record revenue level between $800 million and $815 million US dollars. In football, even without a few key players, the United States heads into the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand starting 20 July with a formidable group of wily veterans and eager newcomers. The question is, will it be enough for the team to lift international soccer's most prestigious trophy again? The United States has won the last 2 World Cups, and the goal is to three-peat. But American dominance in women's soccer isn't assured anymore. England and France have caught up. Germany and Sweden remain strong. And then there's Canada, who won gold at the Tokyo Olympics. In boxing, hype around the Zuckerberg versus Musk fight continues to grow. Fox is reporting that Elon Musk has found a new training partner ahead of his potential Battle of the Billionaires cage fight with Mark Zuckerberg. On Twitter Monday evening, Musk agreed to begin training with none other than UFC Hall of Famer Georges St. Pierre. Okay, let's do it, Musk responded to the retired UFC superstar, who initially posted that he was a huge fan of Musk's and said it would be an absolute honor to train him. I'm a huge fan of yours, and it would be an absolute honor to help you and be your training partner for the challenge against Zuckerberg, tweeted GSP, who is widely regarded as one of the best UFC fighters of all time and one of the greatest fighters in mixed martial arts history. Oh boy, what can I say? Only in America. On Background Buzz today, I take a closer look at the Fiji team at the World Rugby Under-20 Championship in South Africa before they take on England tomorrow. Fiji led 14-man Australia going into the final quarter of their game thanks to tries from Wanga Nalanga, Captain Motiakiai Murray, Ratu Kavaya Tangivitawa, and a bonus point clinching try from Timothy Nakalevu. But conceding 2 tries in as many minutes in the final quarter cost the Fiji Under-20 achieving a famous win over the Junior Wallabies. Exciting fly half, Isaiah Ravula kicked all 7 of his attempts at goal for a personal haul of 14 points. Ravula, who is the nephew of All Black Richie Maunga, made 26 kicks in general play, which was more than any other player in round 1, and he kicked for 662 meters, which also ranked him top. Just what Fiji needs, a talented running, kicking fly half. In fact, in round 1, Fiji kicked more times in general play, the most of any team apart from the Argentina versus Italy game. But Fiji were only ranked 7th for 5 offloads, which is normally a major feature of their game. The Fiji Under-20 also conceded the joint fewest penalties, 5 in round 1. Fiji coach Ifiremi Rwanga's starting 15 has just 1 change of personnel and 1 positional switch for England from their round 1 outing. Rwanga has kept faith with the same pack that went up against Australia, but in the backs, Manieta Navonovono is named on the left wing, and Bronson Lee shifts to the right. Fiji Under-20 captain Motikiai Murray made his Super Rugby Pacific debut for the Fijian Drua at open side flanker against the Crusaders in Christchurch in their June quarterfinal, and was top try scorer at the World Rugby Pacific Challenge in May, with 5 tries for the Fijian Warriors. Murray made the joint most carries, 17 for 115 meters in round 1, as well as scoring a try and beating 5 defenders, almost a quarter of his team's total. Interestingly, England also has a Pasifika connection with centre Ray Ketty Masai White's father, Vili, a Rugby World Cup 2003 veteran, having played for Tonga in the tournament and won 32 caps for Ikalitahi in total. And Greg Fisilao, England's open side flanker, is the son of former Tonga international Kenny Fisilao. Fiji Under-20 head coach Ifiremi Rwanga is a former Fiji and Pacific Islands loose forward who won 42 caps across the 2 teams, in addition to playing 7s for Fiji. He started in the second row for Fiji's famous win against Wales at Rugby World Cup 2007 in France, having made his tournament debut 4 years earlier in Australia. The 42-year-old was appointed Fiji Under-20 head coach in 2022, having previously been in charge of the Fiji Warriors. Toso Viti Toso, go Fiji go. For TEIVOVOsports.com, I'm Kaldan Kamea. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pasifika sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo, ka kite, and thank you all, tumas, for all your love and support.